You know, sometimes it's quite too hard to defend the police. They are mandated to tumikia us. What does that mean? Defend us and serve us, all as Kenyans. Yesterday, I saw our online cousins did the thing and made lawyer Felix Kipurono withdraw from the case of the police constable who shot Boniface Karaoke. And so sometimes it's quite too sad. I've seen you trying to ask for the itinerary of June 25th. Some propagandists, and we don't know where they're from, are trying to say that we will be fighting, and at the end of the day, it even suggests that we'll be hanging our president, which I know is a wrong tactic and something, of course, we don't believe in. And we know them. As you say, those are dissuading tactics, trying to beat around the bush. The truth of the matter is that us as young Kenyans are willing to go for peaceful demonstrations. And secondly, tapping into the wisdom of the truthful man. I don't know, they love Wamunyoro. It's not Wamunyoro. Wamunyoro is a village in Mathira. Him is the truthful man and he tells us the truth. There's a ploy to kill the young people. So for us as online cousins, if you're a cousin and you believe that you will not be on the street, please do your thing. He's going to diaspora next year. Our diaspora people, next month, my bad. He's going to diaspora next year, and next month. He's going for consultations on how we can better this country, on what we can do to help retain the payslip of everyone. So it's quite absurd to hear that apparently they are claiming that it will be peaceful. We know, and you see even on the headlines today, apparently they have assured us that they will keep us protected. It is, of course, they've done it too many times for us to believe them. And the trust deficit, as I say, continues. Mm-hmm. On to now your question to do with Emeritus Chief Justice David Maraga. You know, I don't know what is his take. We've not heard his ideas, so perhaps not to put a lot of weight on it. But we know him of being a bold man, someone who stands out and is quite decisive on whatever decisions he makes. He's a man who, of course, cannot perhaps be bought and is willing to uphold what I said is the rule of law. And those three elements, if they are done, we will uphold the dignity of this country. And trust you me, Kenya will be the republic that we are proud to. You know, today it's even hard to wear our Kenyan bracelet because we even lack that enthusiasm of just wearing it. So what I can assure the people is that June 25th will be as peaceful as it could be. But as also what my friend here, Ken Babu, says, whatever you ask from the people, whatever you put before the people is the same energy that will be given unto you. Mm-hmm. So whatever you give will be, however, it will not be pressed down and probably dissuaded other ways. However, we stand guided that the rule of law has to take place. And let us be advocates of justice and integrity. And in whatever we do as youth, may it be of the betterment of this country. Because Kenya is us. We are Kenya and Kenya is our business.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
It's a necessity of this anniversary.
Right.
And I'm questioning now, do we have to do it? And for what purpose are we doing it? Is it just to perpetuate more anarchy? Or what kind of statement are the young Kenyans hoping?
Well, we are doing it in honor of our leader. And we stand very well led by our leader, which is the Constitution. The Constitution allows us to agitate, to picket, to advance whenever we feel that there is an affront or a violation of the same, the Constitution. Because we, the people, we have dedicated directly and indirectly powers. And everybody from the president to any other public office is an employee of Kenyans. So if we have allowed you to be in office and you are misbehaving, you are violating the conduct, the code of conduct. We have a right as Kenyans to come out and tell you, this is not what we voted you for, what we appointed you for, and this is not what we are paying you for. So it is in honor of the Constitution. Unfortunately, as we advance that course, which is now, because we live in a modern society where we must have laws and we must abide to the rules of laws that we have set as a nation, we have experienced loss of life. It is only fair to mark in remembrance, this particular day of the 25th, the fallen patriots and comrades. Because the revolution is on. This cannot be stopped. This is not about an individual. This is not about the president as a person. It's about the whole governance system that we have in place that is not serving the public policy. If we were to have that conversation exhaustively, people who are here trying to defend the government will understand that all we want is a better nation, a better country where we can live in. So this must be done. It has to continue happening because our leader calls for us to do so, and the leader is the Constitution. Now, about the Chief Justice, I welcome him to the presidential arena. However, right now we are not looking for a person to be a president. We are seeking to ask ourselves as Kenyans, what problems can be solved by the next election? Because for far too long we've been thinking about who is going to be the next president, who is going to be the next president. And we have ended up with persons in office, like this current regime, who are not conversant with the issues that we want resolved as a nation. So right now we should be looking at what are the problems that we are facing. So when the opportune moment comes, then we are going to vet all these people from Maraga to any other presidential candidate who will be there to see who will be the right person for the job. And right now, I believe the problem we are having is a socio-economic crisis. If we can get to understand that as a country, then we are going to collectively come together and decide with our sovereignty and collective will, this is the person we want to do the job. And I've had the president try to throw hints that he cannot hand over power to certain. That is not his jurisdiction. That is not his decision. We hired him. We can fire him anytime. Even today, if you wanted to fire the president, we just have to follow the Constitution. So we are looking at a person who, right now we're trying to understand our problems as a people. Then we should decide this is the right person who can get the job done in the next 5 years.
Jerry, we know the pain that Kenya felt